Waistcoat is a short story written in 1882 by Boleslaw Prus, a leading figure in late 19th-century Polish literature. Plot: the story takes place in times contemporary to the author, in one of Warsaw's old tenements. Events itself occurs in limited space of protagonist's flat. However, reader may feel that narrator, while relating the story, is sitting in a place like cinema hall and repeats everything he sees on a screen that could be a window on a tenement's wall. The waistcoat was bought by narrator for a half a ruble from Jewish merchant. Previous owner had worn it, so that its color was already faded and had many stains on the fabric. The waistcoat had been worn through the back and was lacking buttons. It also had two welts, one with the buckle and the second one. The waistcoat and oldish thing symbolized the sadness that came into protagonist's life. Marriage, to whom previously belonged the waistcoat, moved into Warsaw in April. The life was far from extraordinary, one undisturbed by hardships. They woke up in the early morning, drank some tea from tin samovar, went together to work. Both of them were a young and quiet couple. The wife was slim and liked to sew, and the husband was of a stout shape and a very hard-working man. Every Sunday they used to go on a walk and came back in the evening. In the beginning, they lived with housekeeper until July. Then in October Mrs. was left alone due to Mr. S. death caused by tuberculosis. The waistcoat that the husband wore had to be fixed every time he lost weight because of his deteriorating health. One buckle was being fixed by himself and the second buckle by his wife. In this way, both of them deluded themselves in good faith. After husband's death, Mrs. left Warsaw. Characters: Mr. A hired, diligent office worker of a stout shape, who works until late hours. His incurable illness is the main focus of the novella. Mrs. A teacher, doing part-time job as a dressmaker, woman of a strong character, however, very concerned about husband's health, and it is the main reason why she uses a bit of cunning with fixing the waistcoat worn by her husband. Narrator, protagonist's neighbor. He sees all the story by peeping through the window. In the beginning he buys the waistcoat from a Jewish merchant. The purchase is of sentimental value to him. Jewish merchant sells the waistcoat to the narrator. Doctor comes to marriage's place in order to diagnose main character's illness.